Hello, and unlike what Dorothy would say, we are in Kansas now. It's the Reebok Truck Series, race 26 from Kansas. Yep, race 26. So it all comes down to this. There's plenty of drivers still needing a win. Only 17 different people have actually won. Chris Washer and Warren Cherry start in the front row. Neither one of them has a win. Alex Tinker and Jeffrey Buckeye both needing a win. They start row 2. Seth Cole needing another win and John McNamara needing a win, row 3. Brandon Griffiths and PJ Williams, row 4. PJ does not need a win. Vitaly Nikolaev and Tom Shelley make up row 5. And I also don't believe Vitaly's going to need another win. I think he is safe as well with his one win. Also in, the points leader, Elijah Workman with his 4 wins. He'll start towards the back though. No matter. He has an 18-point lead over this girl right here, Savannah Cole. She has 2 wins. She is in. And PJ Williams, who's in the 34, he comes in 151 points back, so he does not have even a shot of taking over the points lead. So, if you do not have a win, you need one here, or it's game over in your chase hopes. We'll follow that all day long. Meanwhile, field comes down the back straightaway here on a cloudy day in Kansas. Let's hope we don't get any tornadoes or anything. We don't need any drivers going to the land of Oz. And as the pace truck will come out, turn number 4, Chris Washer, Warren Cherry on the front row. They'll lead us down. Hoping for 27 laps of clean green flag racing. Will we get it? How many cautions will there be? Who will win? Who's going to make the chase? All those questions will be answered in 27 laps. And the green flag is out. Underway here from Kansas. Alex Tinker to the 3rd line there. That's not going to work. Seth quickly jumps to the inside of Alex. Wow, Seth's making that middle line work pretty well. He's actually gaining positions here as they go down the back straightaway. Meanwhile, Jeffrey Buckeye's going for the race lead, and he's going to have it as they come out of turn number 4. Now Seth's on the outside of 3 wide. John McNamara is under 3rd. PJ Williams and Vitaly Nikolaev, the top 5. Henry Nova, the highest in points without a win, comes into this race 4th in the points, but that does not matter. The points will not help him now. As he's battling with Brandon Griffiths here, John McNamara battling with PJ Williams now for 3rd, which is going to allow old Chris Washer and Jeffrey Buckeye to try and pull away here. I'd look at Kyle Thomas as a possible driver, though, who could win this race. He won the Cup race here back in Season 1. Trying to find Kyle here as we go through the field. Well, he is running 42nd, though, so maybe not. Vitaly Nikolaev also clears John McNamara, and Henry Nova is going to make a battle for 5th. As the top 4 now break away here from the rest of the pack. What these guys are going to need is for them to battle, kind of like Vitaly's going to do here. Vitaly trying to show, hey, I may have gotten a road course win, but I can do good on the speedways as well. Pulls back into line, though. Brandon Griffiths currently runs 6th. It's Tom Shelley and Dylan Young here for 7th. I think Tom could actually make the chase if he wins. The only person I'm going to rule out essentially from this one, I think, is Wayne James, the 51. He's about the only person I'm going to rule out as not having any shot of making the chase. And there's Wayne right now. I mean, that just says it all. 27th right now. As they come to the line, Chris Washer pulling back a little bit as he's going to try and get the draft from the 34. But PJ moves inside of him, and that's going to bring Henry Nova and Brandon Griffiths right back up to the front. As PJ Williams is going to grab the second spot. 6 laps complete at the line. Jeffrey Buckeye has led them all. Truck number 3, who comes into this race 22nd in the points, with 3 top 5s and 5 top 10s, identical to the guy behind him, Chris Burton. But Jeffrey's got about 21 more points than the 80 does, so... Tom Shelley now battling with Henry Nova back here. Stacy Dutta's in 9th now, and Dylan Young rounds out the top 10. And the aforementioned Chris Burton runs in 11th with John McNamara in 12th. Or not, apparently the 80's actually in 10th, so... But for how long is Henry Nova in a slide now as he's coming to the back of these guys? Stacy Dutta falls right in behind. She does not need another win. She's got 2 of them. Here comes Brandon Griffiths, though, up to in the battle for 3rd here. Jeffrey Buckeye continues to lead every single lap as Vitaly Nikolaev now tries to chase him down. Chevy and Toyota 1-2 with a Dodge in 4th and a Ford in 5th. As Tom Shelley now looks inside of Brandon Griffiths, who goes with them. Not even the fellow Ford's close enough to help. But Tom with the inside line will hang on to the 5th position. As Vitaly Nikolaev's around the back bumper now of Jeffrey Buckeye. PJ Peaks not going to be able to, he's not close enough to make the move though. Here comes Vitaly to the inside of Jeffrey Buckeye. Now here's a guy who's coming on at the right time as Brandon Griffiths makes a move to the front now. He goes inside PJ. And Tom Shelley's going to help. As they come to the line, Jeffrey Buckeye still leads. And now, coming off the turn number 2, Vitaly Nikolaev clears him. We have our first lead change of the day. And it's here on lap 11. The 98 of Vitaly Nikolaev. Jeffrey Buckeye falls back into 2nd. And it'll be Brandon Griffiths into 3rd. Here comes Buckeye, though, trying to make it to where he still would lead every lap. But nope. 1 lead change now on the day, and it's Vitaly Nikolaev. Wow, Buckeye's right on the back bumper of that 98 truck. What would be key about if Vitaly could actually win this is there'd be absolutely no drama on who's in the chase, because then I would know because of who all has wins. If someone that does not have a win gets the win, it'd make it really interesting. Brandon Griffiths comes inside for 2nd now. I will correct myself. Seth Cole's another one that if he got a win, it would make, even though he has a win, it would make it very interesting for who's in the chase. Going through the field here. Wow, Elijah Workman running towards the back. The problem is Savannah Cole has not been able to make any progress either. And in fact, still runs behind that 81 truck. As the top 3 have kind of broken away a little bit. Ian Dutt is now up into the top 5. Dylan Young up in 4th in the 711 Toyota Tundra. How about 3 out of the 4 manufacturers in the top 5 right now? As now they're single file here, but oh wow, Mary Shelley coming up to the front. She's into the top 10 now. But let's focus on these guys up here, because here's where the battle for the race wins occurring. And we'll have to take a short commercial break, but we'll bring you right back to the live action as Jeffrey Buckeye makes a move to the inside. And we're back, and as you can see, Jeffrey Buckeye is your new race leader. He's come to 10 to go. It's Vitaly Nikolaev in second. Dustin Griffiths third. Ian Dutta in fourth, and the battle for fifth between Brandon Griffiths and Dylan Young now. Most of the guys in the top 5 actually have gotten 1 win already this season, as the top 4 kind of break away a little bit. Dustin Griffiths moves inside Vitaly, and now he's going to make the move to the inside, as that'll catch the other guys in this second pack right back up. Chris Byrne, the other half of the Best Buy Dodge Racing team. Then Henry Nova is in 8th. Trevor Meacham and Mary Shelley battle for the 9th position, as Dustin Griffiths catches right up to the 3, and he's going to make the move to the inside. The Furniture Row Chevrolet not going to lead the lap, but he is going to go to the race lead with 8 laps to go, as now Vitaly Nikolaev is going to have to make the move to the inside of Jeffrey Buckeye. Ian Dutta moves high. Dylan Young, apparently he's going to go high with him. No, he's going to make the move to the inside of Ian Dutta. Clever strategy from the 12 of Dylan Young. Maybe not, because Ian Dutta, it just didn't work. The strategy did not work. As take a look at the back of the pack here. More specifically, kind of looking for Elijah Workman. I totally missed where he's at. Sanford's on pit road. Oh, there's Workman. As there's your race leader, Dustin Griffiths. Could we see pit stops here, as there's now 6 laps to go? As Sanford's been on the pit road for a couple laps now. That will end his chase hopes. He comes into the race 24th in points. As Buckeye trying to get some help from behind to chase down the 78. Vitaly Nikolaev not offering it as he goes to the inside. Ian Dutta is going to follow a little bit here. And as they go down the back straightaway, Ian Dutta falls back on the outside line. Now he goes to the inside, as there are 5 laps to go, 4 to go at the stripe. And this is just what Dustin Griffiths is loving to see in his rearview mirror, as now these guys are going to have to take care of a half a second lead to catch up, just to catch up to the 78 Furniture Row Chevrolet. And if you remember, Dustin Griffiths' 1 win came in a little bit of a controversial manner in the way that he won it, because he ended up coming down pit road and taking the caution flag on pit road, and as a result was on the tail end of the lead, or he was the only person on the lead lap, and everyone else was on the tail end of it, as there are now 3 laps to go as Ian Dutta makes a move for second. But back to what I was saying, this would be a legit win for Dustin Griffiths, if you want to call it that. I know that he surely was taking that win, but is loving the fact that he's leading, possibly going to get a second win here. As they do not pit. The battle is for third right now as Ian Dutta. Let's see what the gap is. 28 hundredths of a second with 2 laps to go. Ian Dutta's got a shot at this, but doesn't look like it's going to be a first-time winner, unless some miracle happens out of the 3rd place spot. And they're going to come to the white flag, this time by Dustin Griffiths leading, and apparently it's Charles Sanford is a clutch issue for the car, and it forced him to retire. Okay, here we go, down the back straightaway. Ian's not close enough. So we're going to go to the spectator cam coming off of turn number... Oh. Crap. Oh well. Dustin Griffiths wins! Kept meaning to press that button. Oh well, TV2 wasn't that bad of a camera shot. So, Dustin Griffiths grabs the win. Ian Dutta, Jeffrey Buckeye, Dylan Young, Vitaly Nikolaev, Chris Byrne, Mary Shelley, Nick Nauman, Trevor Meacham, and Stacy Dutta was your top 10. Take a look at the bottom half of the field. But congrats to Dustin Griffiths on his second one of the season. We'll take you down to the victory lane celebration. And then we will show you your chase field for Season 1 of the Reebok Truck Series. I'm Gordon Fantino, and this has been a production of the INORL Racing Uncontained. See you guys next time. Dustin Griffiths coming on down and celebrating his victory here at the Kansas Speedway. Well, apparently actually was the TV2 camera I was meaning then. Never mind. Look at him just fill that cockpit up with the smoke from those weird tires. And as he comes down to victory lane, Dustin Griffiths is victorious here at Kansas. And we'll show you the chase field right now.